Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and this is the K-pop challenge from the first season of Street Woman Fighter. Now, I have not seen any of these prior to reacting to them, hence why I went through an analysis, initial reaction, and kind of compared the two crews, and also placed my vote on who I thought won. And this was also a live stream event, so I got to interact with some people as well, and that's why I was wearing something different in the reaction you're about to see versus what I'm wearing now. Though this video that you are watching is going to be between LACHICA versus HOLYBANG. Now, I do remember this one was pretty fun. I enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy it too.
Mnet 스트리트 음원 파이팅.
Still on .75.
제시의 미션곡으로 맞붙을
Jesse's songs.
홀리뱅, 라치카의 댄스.
LACHICA. It's LACHICA, everyone. Okay. Thank you.
더 뛰어난 크루의
Thank you, narrator. Here we go.
I want different type of beats. I want different type of beats. I want different type of beats.
Okay.
내가 어떤 놈?
Fun. I don't think I've heard this song by Jesse.
내가 어떤 놈?
Hey. I like that peel out. It's fun. I know this song. This is like a mashup. There's 3 tracks on this, it sounds like. Interesting, okay. Hey. Wow! I feel like Gucci. Okay. That was nice. I love the beginning of that one. This one I feel like is going to be a really good mashup. Or like in comparison with the two groups. So LACHICA is up first. Okay. I love this. We just got to start with like, I love the lighting here where you really get to see their silhouette. I know that's like a beautiful drawing, right? But I love the the silhouette that is here. I love the hats. This is a whole vibe and a half. I am living for this. It feels super fun. It has a Western vibe, but it has like, there's like a super femme, wealthy aesthetic about it, you know? I don't know. I love it. I like that. That was nice, doing a little add-on. Beast, like something small, but they peeled it back. That was fun. That was nice. I love that. That's just the draping over the hat. That's always super fun. It matches the gun, like the Western. Like, so they're doing a good job maintaining the concept in that beginning. Now, this move that we see in the beginning right here, so I want you to take note of their footwork here. They end up doing that exact same thing near the tail end, but it's together. But this one's a traveling version of it, and their head is down. So they were able to make it work, but there are some grooves that they end up repeating in this set. But I can understand it because whenever you're dealing with a mashup with an artist, sometimes you want to have fingerprints of your grooves or your information that you give to come across and integrate within your set just so it feels cohesive. That's something really important whenever you deal with mashups that you want to have. So that kind of stuff doesn't bother me nearly as much as if somebody's hitting in a groove a little bit too long for what that kind of groove calls for, or that song, that part of the song calls for the attention span. Now I feel like just these little moments here, you know, where they peel it up and stuff, I just feel that it was just a little bit off. And when you have gloves, it's just, you're really asking for someone to look at it in a microscope, your cleanliness of that. That was fun. Jessie has a really strong tone too. So I think it's really, they did a great job of keeping that kind of bad A aesthetic about them here, because Jessie really exudes that in her vocals as well as herself as an artist. Now I like this little divot here. I wouldn't quite cater it to a camel walk, but I really do like the peel out choice that they made here with the head there. How they broke it off too. It works going into, I believe it looks like a half circle here. Threw the hat off. I think it served its purpose. I think it did it. That was great. I'm glad they didn't throw it off too early. And, you know, I think the hat could have really affected how they did some of this choreo later on in the set. So it was a good choice to get rid of it there. Now, I do see here HOLYBANG. This is HOLYBANG's choreo on them. I will say they did a great job with it. It looks really nice. This is going to be a fun mashup between them. Yeah. Nunna. I like the walk. With the hands, that was fun. Yeah. Yeah, where they're just partying, vibing out. Yeah. Let me say this, the lighting for this show does help them sometimes when it comes to some of the more intricate movements, because what I'm really wanting to look for is how clean were their sequences and their complexity, because that really enhances the overall difficulty if they're clean in that. But whenever you have a strobe light in the back like that, it is hard to pick up on it. So maybe that helped them in this case. I wasn't able to really tell how clean that section was, but it did appear that it looked good. I love this position. Just take a look at the framing and with the fringe. God, it's gorgeous. And then having one of your dancers really peel out here. Like, that's such a beautiful, beautiful frame they have here. Now, I mean, we have one dancer in the back. I wonder if it was just circumstantial because of how the formation ended. I think it would have been really cool if it framed out even in the front. But I do like this choice because it's more abstract and it's more of a risk because it's not symmetrical. But it works really well because of how they framed it. But now it makes sense why they chose, because she crawled down in the middle. That was mad cool. I like this movement here. And so they're making really cool transition choices here. Notice that there's not like a basket run that's happening here like we saw with Hook. It's really nice and it just feels cohesive all the way through. Yeah. That was fun, and how she just popped back up. It didn't look labored. That was really good. Yeah, so I would say that dun 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 dun. I know the first one was by herself. Second one is with everybody. Then it's third one, instead of doing the 2 ticks to the inside, it's hit, and then she just went back to here. So I feel like that one was right there on the line for me of overkill in a groove, and okay, I see what you did there, you get a pass. Is really what it felt like there in that moment. Yeah, right there. But also notice you have one of your dancers that is significantly more far forward than everybody else in the formation. But I know that's really hard to get back in that formation, coming from where they just came from. I like this. It was so seamless when she comes up, da-da-da-da, like that was so nice. The upper body of somebody who's being lifted really matters in those types of jumps or partner work, because they have to look like it's completely effortless. If it looks like it's labored, regardless if it is or not, that does affect, like, ooh, it really looks like they're not on top of, or there's not as much trust there. So I think that was great of her to do that. There's that move right there again that I just talked about earlier. It's chilling right there, but it's stationary. Yeah, here's the thing. I love it. Look at that. Most replayed. This is a great section. I love it. Yeah, there it goes. Boom. I love that. Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. Oh, this is just a nice track from Jessie. That was fun. Doom, doom, doom. Let the rebound. Wah. Yeah. We've seen that move a lot. We saw it in The Woman with 1 million. We also saw it in the rookie group Dance Rank. And then we just saw it there. So I didn't realize how much of a staple move that is until I've seen it in 3 different contexts. But I love this run though. I mean, I feel like I need to add it. I feel left out because I haven't added that to any of my choreo, but maybe I will. We'll see. That's fun. Now I feel there, it's just, I felt like they were just filling out an 8 count in this one spot. I will note that. I feel like they could have done something with the arm here instead of just holding the position and just doing the chest 3 times. Compared to everything else they've brought to the table, that felt very stagnant in comparison to other moments that they had when they hit Gucci. So that's my note there. Oh, they flipped the camera off, which, you know, I mean, it's Jessie. And these are adults. Yeah. Yeah, that pull through into, man. That's cool where you have half of them come up into that sumo squat and the other 2 stay down. That's really impressive. It's cohesive. I love the framing here that they choose to have. They frame out, frame front, and frame center. That's super nice. Into bone breaking in the back. Ooh. And then they finish. That was really cool, and I love the fringe here. I think I've already said that. The fringe is mad cool. Great touch to this in the red. You can't go wrong with red if you want to come across more aggressive. Red's a great color to go with. Man, that was super fun. I liked that one. I'm not going to check the comments in our live stream feed yet because I'm going to go ahead and watch the other one. And then I'll check in with you guys at the end after I make my call, just so we can talk about it as a whole. So you guys can freely speak about your thoughts on who won and everything. Okay, this is HOLYBANG now that we're watching.
엠넷 스트리트 음원 파이터 제시의 미션곡으로 맞붙을 두 크루 홀리뱅, 라치카의 댄스 비디오를 공개합니다. 두 크루 중
So
더 뛰어난 크루에
this is HOLYBANG.
투표해주세요.
Here we go.
I'm a different type of beast. I'm a different type of beast, beast. I'm a different type of beast, but it's so good.
Woo! This is LACHICA here.
내가 어떤 것 같아.
Woo! I will say the camera helped them there because it's like an aerial shot versus a front shot, so you're able to see those formations. Woo!
척하는 애들은 저리 가. 네 몸은 내 어깨에 거니까. I'm way too fly to be
Ooh, love that.
Ain't nobody ever made me. I'm in the party going crazy.
Hey.
And I feel like Gucci. I feel like Gucci.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Gucci. I feel like Gucci.
Okay.
Gucci, baby.
Hey. Okay. Wow. This is okay. I really like, this is different than when I saw their crew preview. I love this vibe on them a lot. Do I feel like they repeated, not in a like good fingerprint cohesion way, but in more like a, ooh, I saw that exact thing before way? I think so, but we'll really know after we do like a 0.75 look through on it. I really like that. That was fun. Also, look at their outfits too. They are wearing the same thing here. And also, I mean, I feel if we're doing a costume compare, I really think that LACHICA brought a more Jessie vibe than here in than what HOLYBANG did, but in a different way. Like I think they went with they took that femme ballet approach there, but here this took like a more hip-hop ballet approach. So I think they took different sides of Jessie and they both worked. And I really like what both brought. So this was nice. The lighting really helped here. And I will say this, the camera, the aerial shot, I think is what made their section, that LACHICA set, theirs looks cleaner and it looks more full and it looks more dynamic because we had an aerial shot. I'm gonna just say that right now. I love that. Beast. And because it was clean and it's really hard to get that kind of move with the same level of chest bop, which is like an internal chest hit. Yep, I will say one of our dancers, she's not as full. I would say she's not as full in her torso as I would say some of our dancers in front are. And remember, it's a crew, but it's not subdued enough to where it's taking away from what we're seeing. So that's my little note there. I really like how they did their LACHICA's choreo. Like, that's really fun. Yeah, just the angles. Like, it's very clean. And it's clear. It's cool, got it. Like, that's fun. That right there, that boom, and then they allowed the body to drop, but they go hit, boom. And I love it whenever they took that chest and they wrapped it around, boom, to melt down. That was, oof. I love that utilization. This is just very clean, but the essence is there, and that's a big thing that I think helped them here. That boom, boom, boom. That was fun. Very fun. I will say, out of the two groups, it feels like HOLYBANG's content. It feels like they're doing more, but I feel like they're doing more in simpler formations, or their formations are more minor in choice, or it feels more typical in their choice selection, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It could have really helped them here. But I do see like LACHICA really brought they brought a really cool vibe with their formation choices, their dynamics. And here I would say HOLYBANG, their grooves and their choices of content are really nice, but I feel like their formations are being sacrificed just a tad bit here. But they're very clean. So I would say like their formations are not super like, what did I just watch? That was super cool. But their content is playing that role instead, which I really like. I do like. And it's clean, like everybody's hitting the same pockets, and that's something that I mentioned about Cocoa and Butter. They were not doing that, and that really affected their presence. Like their stage presence is phenomenal here because everybody's riding the rhythm very similarly, and that's what you want whenever you're doing unison choreo. I love the claps here. Yeah, that boom, 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 boom. That was fun. I love, guys, you know I'm a sucker for head ISOs. Okay, I see with their costume. So let me just touch on that again. So they are wearing the same jacket, but they're like leotards, or their outfit, like they're wearing some like a black under bodysuit that is different. And I really like that. Hey. Yeah. I will say like the vibe over here, and then the vibe over here, and then they're in the circle. And then look, they get an aerial shot here. Now, if that camera stayed front, this would have been very underwhelming, but they got an aerial shot. That little two fly, whew, very, very cool placement. Into there, boom, with that butterfly. And I know they went and they peeled it around, so they went from this side all the way around to this way. At first, because it's really hard to find definite counts, it is hard to know how that ripple is happening. But they did a really good job there. I like that choice specifically. That bounce. That right there. Now, if they kept with the aerial shot, we would have seen that a little bit differently. But I really do like that choice. That was cool. That walk. I love that stationary, and then they're walking with it. I like their shoes too. I think I'm wearing a similar, it's not important. I think I'm wearing a similar cut shoe. That's probably why I like it. It's completely irrelevant to what we're watching. Yeah. Okay, that right there. So it's Gucci. Whenever you're dealing with hands and they go small to high, I think one of our dancers did not do that as well and effectively as she could have. I think it's this dancer here. So notice that she's not going to fully use her full range in this next section. And it's really, that was like one move out of 5 where I noticed that she went mid when everybody else flung it up high. and she's not using her back to do these arm positions. There's a difference between hitting stuff with your arms and hitting stuff with your back. Your investment in your chest changes, and that's why cleanliness in movement in this part is important, because if everybody's using their back, I can see that everybody's using their back because of how their torso is being utilized in that. Yep, so that was boom, 2, 3, that was fun. Now, are they hitting this kind of like rebounded groove? I think they're making a lot of choices with it, which is why it works. But do I think they're teetering on that line if they need to explore a different pocket for that Gucci section? Yes. But I like that, the little dips there. And then it has that real, and I'm assuming she cusses there, right? Or says something very provocative. And I love the choice they made there. I mean, LACHICA went for it, and they were here, and they went for it, and I think that's risky. And here they went for it in a more subdued way, but it's still fun. I like the cross, like the top rock groove, that bounce and rock that they're doing. I really like. But they do, I've already said this, like they really feels like they're not doing as many, it just looks like choreo and formations, not as much like this is a concept, right? And I think that's my big note to this group in particular. Did I really like what they did? Yes. Do I feel like it was as K-pop and formation and visuals as it could be? No. I don't think it could have. So honestly, I think this is more of a toss-up, but I'm trying to think. We're going to only go off of my personal opinion here, not on... Remember, I have no idea who won this, so what am I going to guess, guys? If I'm going off of... I will say HOLYBANG's perspective of movement, as well as their choreography, was very cohesive. There wasn't anything really about it that made me go, ugh, you know? But neither was LACHICA as much. I feel that with LACHICA, though, they didn't have as much content, and they did ride some grooves a little bit more on the simpler side, but they really they felt more like it vibed with the artist. I feel like both did, though, and honestly, let's be honest, do we consider Jessie a K-pop idol? Like, I personally don't. I think she's just an artist, right? So even though it's considered a K-pop challenge, I wouldn't consider this like a K-pop challenge because of Jessie. So I don't, oh guys, my brain. Okay, if I were to really take a pick, and of course we have popularity vote in this too, but for me personally, I probably would have voted, not by a huge margin, I would have voted for HOLYBANG. Not because I know that they won the show at the end of the day, because this is just one small facet in the big grand scheme of things, but I do feel I really like their content and I like their choices a lot, but I also feel like the camera helped them in some ways that did not help LACHICA. They also did a fabulous job doing LACHICA's choreo, like a really good job. And it was very cohesive and it flowed well, so that would be my vote, but I think both were very, very good. I think that was a great mashup and great lineup. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful in some way. If you want more Street Woman Fighter content, whether it's season 1 or season 2, you can head over to Patreon to get ad-free content as well as early release. As I record videos, I post them there first. Also, there is a chance that some of these clips that you see from any challenges, they may be copyrighted and blocked on YouTube. They are unblocked on Patreon. If there's a particular challenge you wanted me to look at, it may be there. So you can definitely check that out. But I'm always looking forward to the discussions on these videos, and this one is no different. And I will check you guys on the flip side. Bye.